we could just get our shit together.
I love the music.
I know it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm a little, what's going on, man? I'm a little over caffeinated this evening.
What's the, oh, good. The last time you said that was a great show. Great show. Do you think that we could get Jacob and Thomas to play our intro? Dun, 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 dun.
Probably. I don't know.
It doesn't seem like it's a very hard thing.
Probably so. I don't know. How's Thomas doing with the guitar? I haven't seen him. You haven't posted it in ages.
Hold on a second. Let's for 1 week. Let's be a little fucking professional, okay? Let's be a professional real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk to the people. Welcome to Let's Talk About It podcast. Look, you so caffeinated. As soon as we hit live, your ass is like, oh, here we go. The motherfucking OG Mickey right in the building. Who fucking cares? That's what I'm talking about. Yo, this is Let's Talk About It podcast. It's literally a podcast where we talk about it. What is it? Whatever you want. It don't matter. Kind of put this podcast together because of the negative social media exchanges, if you will. You know, like all those people that you thought were your friends aren't your friends no more just because you just typed a little bit too long of a comment. Yeah, that kind of thing. Misunderstand somebody, especially on Facebook, blah, 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 blah. So this is a platform. You see Scott motherfucking Hicks posting some dumbass shit on Facebook and you got a problem with it. You're like, oh, I can't wait till Wednesday at 7:30. I'm going to tune in for that Let's Talk About It podcast. And I'm going to talk to him about it like a grown motherfucking adult, man or female. The only thing we ask is you're over 18. Viewer discretion is advised. I or Scott or G&J Studios is not responsible for any dumb shit that can come out of our mouths. We're doing this live, so be patient with us. Yeah, we're going to mess up some words. Not Scott, because he don't mess up anything, and his vocabulary is pristine. It's probably not even the right word, right?
I'd like to just address that real quick, as well as the viewer discretion advised. And
see what I mean, Dr. Phil? See what I mean?
I have one word for both of those. Fuck.
Well, there's that. For sure. There's that. But if you want to join the show, it's real easy. We already got one in the green room waiting to come on. I can't wait to see what he has to say. The topics tonight, number one, unemployment benefits. A couple different things about that. Another mass shooting. I know it's just like another rainy day, but we do have another mass shooting today. I don't know anything about it. I'm hoping somebody can teach me. And then current events, just kind of talk about what's going on in the world, and where you can interact, you can come on and let us know. And if you have some beef with a prior podcast, instead of writing an email, a fucking fake ass email that we can't even reply to, come the fuck on the show and tell Scott that he's a fucking old fuck face or whatever you call him. You know what I'm saying?
When are you gonna change my my nickname on the screen there to old fuckface?
Yeah, old fuckface. Maybe I'll do OFF. OFF. But if you got something to say, you want to come on the screen, all you gotta do is pop in the link at the bottom of the screen that I'm gonna get up there one day or another. There it is.
Boom.
Type that into any device you got. A fucking Samsung, a piece of shit Samsung, fucking Pixel, whatever you got. Apple works fine. You just go in there, put the fucking link in the thing, and you come on the show. It's as easy as that. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If TJ Bell can figure it out, anybody can figure it out.
Oh, the man. You know what? TJ, if somebody had offered me odds on whether or not you were going to show up this week, I'd say, nah, that motherfucker's packing.
Yep. Packing? I thought he's in his new house.
Are you in?
No, we're still in the closing process. We don't close till the middle of next month.
Oh yeah, you're in your shop. I thought that was the new headquarters right there, boy.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in the shop.
Damn, it sucks to sell your house and still have to live in it.
That's true. I'm paying rent at my own house.
I know, that's crazy. Yo, Mickey Wright, yo, don't come on. This show is not about disrespecting our guests. This is TJ Bell. He comes on every week. I don't appreciate you calling him fucking names. You understand?
I have a feeling that wasn't intended for him.
Yeah,
I didn't even see the chat. What did he say?
He called you a fucking douchebag, or in French, El Cerde.
No, it was.
Well, whether Mickey's talking to me or not, he's consistently talking shit to somebody and has yet to show up. So
that's what he does. That's all he ever does is talk fucking shit. I got some pictures of Mickey from this past weekend. Scott got him a very nice birthday present. We'll have to show that later.
Break that out.
So TJ,
yo,
got a question for you.
What's up?
So two small business owners were arguing today, and they're like, man, I can't keep these employees. They keep getting hired, and then they quit so they can get back on unemployment. I've only been on unemployment one time in my whole life, and it was for one day. Well, I didn't even get anything. I applied, and the next day I took a job. So I don't know. But
right.
If I'm under the impression, if I'm correct, you don't quit and get unemployment.
Yeah, you can't do that. You have to get fired to get unemployment.
That's not what it's for. Or everybody would do it forever.
Yeah.
So my question is,
you have to get fired.
Is there a COVID-19 policy change that was in effect that's allowing that to happen? Or is it the same rules?
I don't know. I do know that since we're in the process of, we bought a house, there are COVID-19 policies for buying a house.
Oh,
if I make an offer on a house and the sellers accept it, if they lose their job because of COVID before closing, they can get out of the contract.
Wow. What if they lose their job any other reason?
No, it's a COVID clause.
Damn. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And Scotty, I asked Scott about that, and I never heard TJ Bell and fucking Scotty fucking two fucking faggy ever say that they didn't know something, and you both just did it on the same topic. Just fucking amazing.
What did I say? What did I say? I didn't know. What did I say?
I asked you. I think it might have been pre-show. I said, I just asked you the same thing I asked him, and you said you don't know.
No, I know. I know shit about unemployment.
Oh, you don't know if there's a special clause though.
I do not know anything about unemployment.
All right, here's my guess. I'm not going to say these guys are wrong. My understanding is you have to get laid off. You can't even get fired for cause, and still get unemployment. However, I would guess that there are enough people still on unemployment that it would make it kind of difficult to follow up with all of this stuff. So there's probably things. I guess that there's some percentage of people that are slipping through the cracks here, having quit.
Yeah, the unemployment offices, they can't keep up with all the claims anyway. So
right. Plus the business owner, if they quit and the person says that they got laid off, then the business owner has the opportunity to say, no, that didn't happen. And then they will set like a hearing. So now the business owner also has to attend a hearing. It's over the phone, but they still got time for that.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that went through that, and he did get fired, and he tried to get unemployment, and it's like a 3-way phone call between the business owner and the agent. And sometimes you do, sometimes I guess, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. One of you, if you can double check that you're not playing the podcast somewhere in the background, because we got a little bit of feedback.
Shouldn't be.
I can check.
Sometimes it plays on another window or something, but I feel like it's squeaking like crazy. And I watched the podcast last week again, and it was doing it halfway through.
That might have been me. Is that better?
Maybe. We'll see. I can't tell. What are you doing, man?
Who?
You.
Me? Painting?
Oh, shit. Look at that. Finally. You know what that is, Scott?
Looks like a guitar to me.
Yeah, it's the Who Cares podcast guitar. Chris sent it over to him to let him completely design it. It was just a piece of wood.
Yeah,
That's just dope.
All right, hold on. Two questions. A couple questions about that. Number one, what kind of wood is it? I mean, did he just send you a block of wood, or did he just send you?
No. He orders the guitar.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
Just completely sanded wood.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I got to paint it by hand. That's what I'm doing. I'm hand painting everything on it.
Nice.
I like it so far. It probably looks backwards on the camera, but
No, it's not. It looks right.
Yes, it looks right. Let me see the back.
Unless it's a
ain't not on the back yet. The back is going to be blank anyway.
Damn, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, he gave that to him in like last September or something.
Like a fucking year ago?
He asked me about it the last time I talked to him.
Hey, I meant to ask you, what's up with that other podcast? Do you still do that?
I don't know. Apparently not. But I think we're gonna start it back up. So I got ridiculously busy when football started. I had practice every night, trying to run a small business, do this podcast and that podcast. There was just no time. So we did a couple best ofs, and then I went on vacation, and they were going on vacation, and then we should have done one about 3 weeks ago when we were supposed to start back up. But I was still in football. So now that I'm done with football until August, once August 6th hits, then I'm back on practice again. So I'm going to talk to them and see what night they want to do it. Are we going to get a special guest today? Aaron, you're going to come on? Or you're just going to give us comments again? I wonder if they choose to not go back to work because you're afraid of COVID. Would you still qualify for unemployment? See, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be some.
That's the real argument.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there are any particular regulations or anything about that.
Yeah, we still got that feedback. It's terrible.
It ain't me now.
All right. I'm turning down the volume on my end, but
or your mic. Maybe your mic volume's too high. Does that have a mic volume?
Let me see.
Or like it's not a knob. Yeah, that one doesn't have the knob.
No.
It seems like it is when you speak, Scott.
Hold on.
Oh, I don't hear
Oh,
anything.
all right. Any better?
Yes. Hello?
You hear me okay?
Hold on. Let me sing the alphabet for a second. It might be me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, motherfucker. See, what was that?
I do not know.
Test.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Oh. God damn it. Never mind. Fucking go with it.
I'm trying to turn this off, but it keeps jumping in.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Stop.
Is because of COVID, I think people are getting away with that. Because think about it. If you are scared of COVID and you worked at Food Lion and they never really closed. So that's a bad example. But say you worked at a place that ended up like a gym. They closed for a little bit, but then they reopened. But you feel like all them people coming in from the public and, maybe that is a legit reason.
TJ, you don't get a kick off there, man.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, don't kick us off this bitch. I like that.
It's off. I'm out here and the shit keeps going off. I just now turned the whole system off.
There you go.
My daughters are inside on YouTube and they connect to my shit out here and they start hitting the play button.
Damn, they was listening to Ice Cube though?
No, I do it, but they can get on and hit the play button and it'll play whatever the fuck's going on out here.
Gotcha.
The new shop at the new house is going to have some networking shit.
Yeah,
so can't do that.
You know what the new shop at the new house should be?
What's up?
The shop, aka the podcast studio.
Oh.
It ain't gonna be big enough for that, but I thought about this the other day too. At some point in time, once I move and I got some time, I'd like to get up with either one of y'all. I don't care, and go live with one of y'all.
You can come over to the crib, man.
Go. Hey, let's go, Scotty. We got a special guest in the building. You want to take a guess?
It's got to be my sister.
Which one, though?
I'm going to go with Erin since she's
your little sister. What's up, Erin?
I finally made it.
Hey, Erin.
Although I just got out of the shower, so I'm not looking too hot today.
Oh, wow.
It's all good.
But do you smell good though?
You smell good. Hey, question:
I
where
would
do you
hope
live?
so. Georgia.
Where do you live? That's what I thought. Why do I keep thinking other places? Atlanta. Did you live in Atlanta?
No. I live near Augusta.
Augusta, like
Where the
Augusta
Masters.
National Golf Course.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually in the hood, just so you know that.
Really?
Mhm.
Georgia, the state of 17% vaccinated.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Is
we
it that way?
have no restrictions, and we just found out that and my kids masks are optional now for next year, and they cannot ask you for a passport for the vaccine.
Ah, all right.
Huh. Wait a minute. So the whole state's only at 17% vaccinated?
Well, I really don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I thought today.
Are you vaccinated?
Did I get the shot?
Yeah.
I did not get the shot.
Oh, wait. Not a shot.
No, the shot.
Oh yeah, you have not gotten the shot?
No, sir.
Have your children gotten the shot?
No.
Has your husband gotten the shot?
No.
Damn.
Now,
Y'all
I
don't give
can say we've already had COVID in our home.
Oh, so you probably got antibodies.
Morgan and Lawrence both had COVID in end of November going into December.
How old are you?
Me, 38.
You don't
I got a question though. Did they actually have COVID, or is it like here where somebody had a cold in January and they say, I think I had COVID, so I don't have anything to worry about?
No, they had COVID as
All
a
right.
positive, 2 positive tests.
All right.
Damn.
I got to correct your numbers here, man.
Of course you do.
38.9% of Georgia have had at least one dose. 30.9% are fully vaccinated. So
Well,
Yeah,
cool.
but what's the comparison? Is it Virginia? What's Virginia's?
Virginia's like, hang on, 54.
200%.
No.
That's because of fucking Northern Virginia. I'm talking about real Virginia.
No. Actually, shoot, Hanover is 50-some percent. Hanover is better than the state on average.
Huh.
Yep. They must be talking about like Beaver Dam, Hanover, because the damn sure ain't old Mechanicsville, Hanover.
I don't know. I mean, but hang on. Let me see what we got. Stand by. It's loading.
So I'm assuming that since you called it the shot, you're not a fan of the shot.
I'm not. I just
Or you don't think that it's a vaccine? Because I said, did you vaccinate? And you said, did I get the shot? And I said, no. Did you vaccinate? And you said, no. I got. So do you think it's not a legitimate vaccination?
I think that if it was up there with the polio vaccine or the MMR, that we would have not a chance of still getting it. So I equate it more personally to the flu shot.
So
but I chose no.
I don't.
But for my family, and I'm not treading on anybody else's, there's no ingredients list yet. So I'd like to see the ingredients before I signed up.
All right, Hanover.
That's fair.
Wait a minute. You can't see the ingredients yet?
Hold on.
No.
Hanover. 54% have at least one dose. 45% are fully vaccinated. All of Virginia, 53% one dose, 43% fully vaccinated. So we're a couple of percent ahead of the state on average. Those numbers are, once you get to South and Southwest Virginia, they tend to get a little lower.
Did you vaccinate did your children go to public school?
Yes.
So did they got those vaccinations?
Yes, they were also staggered as well.
They were what?
Staggered. So we didn't
okay.
do them all in one go around. We had time between them. The only vaccine that we did not give my kids was the HPV.
Okay. Yeah, I got my son that when he turned like 15 or something.
They wouldn't give it to me.
What is that anyway? The doctor is like, yeah, he should get it if he's thinking about being sexually active.
Human papilloma.
Papillomavirus. It can cause cervical cancer in women.
So if your son's cervix gets jacked up, that's why.
There's
Wait. Did someone really get me? You're saying girls only get it?
Yeah.
no.
I think no.
Well,
Guys
No.
get it.
Didn't get it, but we don't get cervical cancer because we don't
It doesn't affect our cervixes.
Oh, I know that. I know our cervix. I know our cervixes are better than women's cervixes. So
That's
I
true.
knew that.
That's true.
No, the after
We have superior cervixes.
older than a certain age, it's like, I don't know, my age people is like 50% chance of having it because there was no vaccine and we were getting around. It's sexually transmitted.
Your age people didn't even have needles back then. They just like
He's not that old. Come on, guys.
Tell
That's what
that,
Aaron just said. His sister's like, he's not that old.
tell that to
she's
the nurse.
38. He's 62.
Tell that needle joke to the nurse that'd give me a shot in my dick when I got the clap.
Yeah, because they didn't have the vaccine for that back then.
Excuse me, sir. We're not gonna just breeze by that like you didn't just say that
Oh,
shit.
You missed.
That was a joke.
You
I
must
did
have
not
missed
get
the
a needle
last
in my dick.
podcast. He told us in detail that he got the Q-tip jammed up his penis.
I did. I did
Nice.
have that. Yes, that's an unpleasant.
Well done.
That's when he made the comment that he thought it was just as bad as giving birth.
No,
Well
I
done.
don't think I said that either. I just said it was awful. Did I say it? I might have said that.
No, I said you got on me because I said giving birth was
Giving birth
overrated.
is not for the weary.
I know, but my simple argument is everybody says it's the worst ever. Da, 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 da. First of all, I watched my wife just pop 2 ping pong balls out like it was nothing.
That's a negative, sir. That's a negative.
and hold on,
No.
I know she's special though. She has those, that's her skill. She can bear children very well and fast. I get it.
Your wife's
That's
skill is
real.
she has birthing hips. That's what you were getting at.
Yes, she does if you ever met her. But listen. My point is this. We were talking about getting shot. Remember I told you my guy got shot. Scott got the Q-tip up his PP. And we were talking about pain thresholds. And they're like, oh. And I said, I think it's overrated. You guys said, I'm not touching that topic. You remember this?
I
My
do.
point was, it hurt so bad. I don't see people lining up to have 5 or 6 shots in their chest, but they're going to go have another baby. So my point is, it can't be that bad if people do it so often all the time.
You said it to me. What did I say? I said, your sister Christy was in labor for 48 hours with no drugs.
48 hours
She
with
has
no
one kid.
drugs.
She never went
Yeah,
back.
she has 1 kid. I'll give her props on that. 48 hours.
I delivered.
Well, all I know is both of my daughters were C-sections, and I watched, and they took my wife's insides and put them on a table.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts of that. No.
Well, and that's what happens with a live birth too. Actually, our bodies split apart and our organs move out of the way to deliver the human.
Yeah.
But we're designed to do it so we feel.
They're designed to do it. We're not. Our cervixes are better than
Also-
theirs, but
No, they're not.
It's also
You
scientifically,
can break my shit and then I come back to life the next day, and you're better than me.
women are scientifically designed to forget that pain as well.
We're stronger than you guys.
oh, the HPV
Well,
thing.
that's not true. Women don't have the pain threshold scientifically proven that men do. However,
You're
Forget-
crazy.
No, it's scientifically proven.
I'm serious.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. Scientists call scientists crazy. Don't call me crazy.
Which one?
Yeah, your boy Frank
Like I
Spencer.
said, it's the female body's designed to forget the pain of childbirth. So.
Exactly. Well, no, we're designed to.
I
forget
promise
things
you, I
too.
remember what it was like, especially as
Yeah,
a young guy.
but forgetting it and being able to tolerate the experience are different animals.
Right. We can.
Let's get back to your sister not knowing you had to clap. Let's do that.
I didn't have the clap. That was a joke.
Hold on, which brings us to Frank Spencer's question. He said, "Why the fuck would someone put a Q-tip in their dick?" You know,
Well, Frank,
well, let's
If I had to do it
listen.
myself,
Scott's
it
going
wouldn't
to
have
tell you
gotten
all
done.
about it.
but I had to go to the clinic once because there was an issue.
When Scott landed in Jamestown, he was throwing his shit around too much.
I'm not going to say I was an angel back in the day, but that's a lengthy. There's an interesting and lengthy story about that whole thing, and I don't want to really get into it right now. We'll bring that topic up.
Just tell us this. Just tell us this. What's her name?
What's her name?
Remember,
It ends with a Lynn. Tammy Lynn,
Of
Becky
course
Lynn.
No, you can't not remember.
I seriously cannot.
Her first name Jamie, last name Lynn.
Jamie Lynn, Tammy Lynn, Becky Lynn, Amber Lynn.
One of them bitches gave it to you.
Just tag her, Scott. Just tag her.
I'm
Becky
serious.
with the good hair.
I cannot remember her name. I
I don't know if I want to know this about my brother.
I wasn't even done talking. First of all, we didn't even hit the first topic. I was talking to her about vaccinations. And all of a sudden, we got Q-tips in your dick. I don't
We should have
understand.
been on vaccinations. We've beat that one to death. Move along. Unemployment benefits.
Okay. Unemployment benefits.
Who
What about-
cares?
Okay, so the thing that we were specifically that G and I kind of thought about, first of all, was, are people actually quitting their jobs? Very nice. And
Thank you.
going on unemployment, and we think there's a possibility of that. The other part of this that I wanted to point out was that I think it's up to 24 states now with Republican controlled states that have decided they're no longer going to accept any additional unemployment funds from the federal government and pass them along to their residents. So,
Is your sister a Republican?
yes.
I'm sorry. What is your name? I don't mean to say your sister, but your name is
Aaron.
blocked. Aaron.
Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron Michelle.
And you
Yeah,
said
I don't
yes?
I don't have my last name because I don't want my residents to find me on Facebook, which they have.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
But you said yes, you are?
Well, I would say I don't vote down a party line. I'm more
That's fair.
interested in the candidate itself.
That's fair.
That's a good fucking answer. That's what I say. Scott always, you see how he cringes
Yeah,
his
true.
face?
You could have said I'm a
You did
diehard
like that.
Republican, and I'd have said that's fine.
I mean,
I'm
I don't
just
think I'm
asking.
a diehard Republican. I mean,
No,
definitely not
you
even
know
Joe
what?
Biden.
I will say this: Aaron is not a Republican, like I'm not a Democrat.
Fair.
In the same way, is that I don't identify with a party, but the party that has most ideas that agree with my worldview are the Democrats.
So I'm interested in this. Let's get a little personal. So, how did this happen? You grew up in the same house, same parents?
Me?
No,
Both of you.
No, I'm adopted.
But you still grew up with them, right?
No,
No, I was adopted as a teenager.
we have never shared a residence. She was adopted as a teenager. I was already in my 20s.
Never mind. I guess I got the answer to that one.
Rewind.
In fact, when I
Rewind.
was adopted, Mike and Scott lived in the house with the in-ground pool next to Rhonda.
Across the street from where my brother lives now. Right. Go ahead,
Yes.
TJ. What was your question?
No, I was saying rewind. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know if this was a thing.
Yeah.
So you were adopted as a teenager into Scott's family, but Scott was already gone?
Mhm.
Yes.
That's right.
Right. The Mayflower. Took him out.
Who
The
did you
Mayflower.
grow?
He's not on the Mayflower, but the reality is I've been his sister longer than I haven't in my life. So we just kind of roll with it.
Fair. Okay.
You know, it's really crazy. Well, first of all, are you guys related in another kind of way, like from a cousins or something?
No.
Sometimes that's what happened to my wife. She got adopted by her family. She got adopted by the person that she was being adopted from's family, if that makes sense. So y'all didn't even know each other?
No.
Huh,
He
interesting.
lived next door to my other sister, Christy. So
Yes.
is it
Aaron.
It's not Aaron, it's a
Aaron.
girl.
Actually, in the South, they call me Aaron down here, but it's actually Aaron with an E.
You see that?
That's just because they have really high fevers and their brains are kind of jacked up. with that 17% vaccination rate there.
Or shot rate.
The shot rate. Shot
The
rate.
shot rate.
The shot rate.
I love that. I love that. Did I get the shot? I love it. Damn, that's crazy. So, well, did you grow up with anybody of the family, or you be the last
Jamie
one?
and Jordan.
Oh, which are really nephews.
Well, sort of.
I'll be back.
Probably more like brothers to you, Aaron. I don't know.
Yes, I always call them my little brothers because it's just weird, but
I
technically I'd be their aunt, but
they're your nephews, yeah.
yeah, but they've always just called me Aaron, and they call Scott Uncle Scott and Tara Aunt Tara. If
Yeah.
Scott's 68, that makes her 25. Oh, I like you, Frank. I have nothing on my face, so yes, I'm 25 today.
No, that's why I brought it up. My point with bringing it up is you kind of look like you belong in that family, you know, like at least a little bit with like brown hair. You two are both good looking people. You got good hair. Tara, pretty woman, brown hair, brown eyes. The rest of them, what's your other sister's name? Christy.
Christy.
Like, you kind of
She has
look
blonder hair though.
Yeah, you look like you know what you look like? An older Shiloh. Like I
Scott likes to walk around with no shirt on, though.
I've never seen my brother without a shirt.
Watch the podcast.
Watch the podcast. Watch the intro.
You come into
It's in the intro, yeah.
Not only is he shirtless, he's flexing it.
It's a beautiful
I know
shot.
he has a tattoo. It's like a sun on his left arm, I think.
Oh, let us see it.
You, Scott.
Let us see it.
Yeah. You
Tat it up. I love it.
In fact, I think Mike is the only one of us who does not have a tattoo. Oh, thank you, Spencer. I think my brother is quite handsome, though.
He is.
All right, Thomas. Thomas, your turn. Where's your tattoo?
I don't have one. My body's a temple. That's why I'm on Team Mike right now. I have no tattoo.
All right, Aaron, where's the tattoo?
Mine is on my left foot.
Okay. That's fair.
Where's yours, TJ?
Mine are all over.
Uh,
I got them here. They're all around here, and then chest.
That's like no regrets.
That's silly. That's silly.
Arm.
Why?
I got a rose for here.
You like it?
I got a rose for each one of my daughters. I got one there, and then one there, and then this piece of junk. And then they're all over the place after that.
Who cares?
Did that hurt?
Oh, you bumped him for his tats.
I'm so sorry. I had to. We always fuck with TJ. If he talks too much, we just kick him out. That's how we do it. He'll be back.
So you're circling back, G. Your question was about politics in my family. How is it that?
Oh yeah, because Tara, she really hasn't shared her politics with me. If I had to guess, I would say Christie's would go more Democrat side, and you got fuckface Mickey fucking right. Whatever's cool on Facebook that day, he rocks on. Oh, you don't think so? Christie would be more Democrat? You don't think so?
No, I know she's not.
Oh,
No,
really? How about
no.
Tara?
Tara doesn't discuss politics.
That's what I thought.
I don't really know if she even pays that much attention. We know where Mickey stands, so if that household leans in one direction, it's not.
Do we know where Mickey? Does Mickey know where he stands? Come on, man.
I think
Come
Tara's
on.
actually very in the middle of the road and doesn't let a political party define her. And she's
Exactly.
more about the candidates and things of that nature.
Yeah, but again, you can say that, but
Don't create me, Scott. You're a liar. I told you not this election. I almost said
Let me
draft.
ask you something.
Hold on. The election before, I went DR all the way down my fucking card. People do that.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you have to be careful with that, because if you don't let the candidates define you, Aaron, that's true. But did you vote all Republican last time?
No, actually, for me personally, I voted a few independents in the state of Georgia.
Oh, well, whatever. Independents are just Republicans.
I mean,
No, they're not. I'm an independent.
they're not. not.
I'm a registered independent.
I'm actually a registered
Well, I'm an
Democrat. If
independent
that makes you
candidate.
guys feel better.
Or maybe they were libertarian candidates. Anyway, again, you could say don't let that define you, but if your voting is still along party lines, again, I'm not saying you're a Republican. I'm not saying Tara is either. And maybe she thinks about the candidates and, tries to evaluate them. But if any one person is always evaluating the candidates and it turns out that one party dominates their positive evaluations, then, you got to take that into account. Again,
I
I'm
would
not a
actually
registered
think you were
Democrat.
more of a liberal or independent versus a Democrat.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, again, I don't think of myself as a Democrat. I'm pretty progressive, actually. But independence, I don't know what independent means. To me, it means you don't have very firm beliefs in one direction or another.
No, it just means the opposite of what you're trying to say. It means that I'm not fucking let somebody create me and put me in a fucking label me. Like, I'm independent. I'm gonna vote. Maybe I'll vote for this guy. Maybe I'll vote for this one. And she's a D. She's an R. She's an I. She's a G.
All right. When was the last time you voted Republican in the presidential election?
Me? Myself?
Yeah.
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
Probably haven't. I skipped one.
Okay. So
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The 2016. I couldn't do it. Fuck the lesser of two evils. I couldn't do it.
well,
I could not. I voted down ballot. I left it blank and I went down ballot because I could not do that one. But I did vote for Biden this time just because I was sick of fucking eating up my day.
You're labeling yourself as an independent in an effort not to be labeled by others. But
no, because I'm independent. I don't want to be part of that party. I don't want to be part of that party. I want to be a part of this party.
You should make a new party, G.
Yeah. What are we going to call it?
The Common Sense Party?
No,
There you go. Common Sense Party.
Please don't do that. Nobody has common sense anymore.
No, they don't.
Common sense is entirely too uncommon.
Yeah, I do agree that there's more than two parties. I've always said that. Like, there's Democrat, then there's liberals, there's fucking Republicans, and then there's fucking conservatives. There's definitely four. We're seeing that now, right?
Yes.
Half the Republicans don't even like each other. Half the Democrats don't fucking like each other because they're all different parties.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody likes anybody anymore.
There's not going to be any there'll never be more than two major parties in this country unless we have something other than.
It's because of your attitude. It's people like you with that attitude that makes sure it never happens.
Listen, you didn't hear me out. It's the type of voting that we have. It's always going to splinter into two because three is unworkable. Unless you have ranked choice voting, a third party can't survive. It would get swallowed by one of the others because any party that splits the vote is going to give it generally to somebody else. So let's just say, for example, there's a Trump party, and then there's a more traditional conservative party. So the Trumpers split off from that. Now, what happens when you go to the polls? What happens is Republicans will split between those two parties, and neither one of them will ever be able to gain a majority. And therefore, the Democratic Party, which is by itself as one party, will win every election. That's why you can't, in this country, the way our voting system is, it's never going to be more than two parties unless you change the way you vote. Now, you do ranked choice voting, and that levels the playing field for multiple parties.
Hey, TJ, hold on a second. TJ Bell, I was totally fucking joking. You can come back on. Please come back on. He's getting in his feelings.
Guilty over here.
Well, he's like Drake and shit. He's in his feelings. He's like, I got bummed because I showed you tattoos of my girls. My bad. Y'all have a blast tonight. Like, come on, man. Bring your ass back in here. What the hell is wrong with you? Acting like a goddamn Democrat. That's what you're acting like.
Do we know Keith McCartney? Shout out to Keith.
Yeah, remember he was on the show 2 weeks in a row.
Was he?
Remember he was smoking the cannabis live on the show.
Yes. He had the Show Enough T-shirt. And you know what, Keith?
Tell him to come on. He's bullshitting too.
I've seen multiple T-shirts and products for Show Enough, like Show Enough Gym and stuff like that, since we talked a couple of weeks ago. So
He's the one that calls you TJ, right?
yes, yeah, he called TJ.
Yeah, he calls me TJ. That's what always confuses me when TJ Bell is on it. That's why you always hear me say TJ Bell. Can't just say TJ. It's too weird. My family in New York, they all call me TJ. So when he kept saying TJ, it was a bad little piece of the podcast. I kept saying what, and he was talking to him and all that good stuff. But yeah, Keith's a friend of mine from high school. He came on. Frank Spencer, I think, lives in Mechanicsville. I think he's a friend of TJ Bell's.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Hold on.
That's right.
1 second. Aaron, you said you wanted to see your brother's fucking chest.
Oh no.
Listen, we've been going to the gym though. Him and I have been going to this gym, and he really has been putting in work. So just stand by, take a look. Damn. Here it comes. Woo! God damn! I didn't see no tattoos though.
That's because I was on the other arm. I was in the mirror on that one.
On the other arm.
I think he is really healthier now than he's ever been, though. Aren't you, Scott?
That's not true. Our two things here, Aaron. Number one, that is not me.
I didn't think so.
That's my friend
Number
Justin.
two, I was pretty healthy for a while, and I've sort of fallen off the wagon, but I hide it well.
And Justin don't look exactly like that anymore either. That was when he was getting it in.
All right.
He's still sexy as hell though. That was scary, Frank Spencer says. All right, so where we at?
Finish up with we didn't.
Well, we jumped to somehow we got into freaking everything we're not supposed to talk about. Another mass shooting. Can anybody tell me? I know it's like I was walking by, I was at a facility that had TVs on, and there was breaking news, and it was like, oh, shooting, 8 people dead, and I was like, oh, hey guys, there's another shooting today. Everybody just kept on working. Nobody said
I never
shit.
even saw it on the news. So I mean,
it's so sad that 8 people got murdered, and we're just like, another one. I forgot. I don't even know where it was. Kentucky?
I think it was Texas.
Texas, at a railroad house. So does anybody have any details, or should I have to start Googling this shit? Because did they have any information yet, like who the shooter was or anything?
I'm on Google News right now. I can see a headline, and that's how bad this is.
Really? That's what you get for fucking using Google, Scott. They want you to use Google.
I don't click on those. Maybe it's the algorithm is just saying, "Oh, he's not interested in shootings."
Oh, maybe because you always talking shit.
California?
No, Texas. It was at a rail. Just put railroad shooting. It can't be that damn hard.
Railroad shooting. All right. Well, what do you want to talk about it? I mean, let's see. All right. Well, you know what? That's a little cow. We could make a game. Guess the gender and race.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna say.
You already looked.
No, I'm not looking. I promise. White male.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We have a special guest that wants to join and play this game with us. Without you might know him as Mysterio. You might know him as whatever his real name is. But you also might know him as and whatnot.
And whatnot.
If you don't know what that means, watch last week's show. That's all I got to tell you. Hey, what's up? We were about to play a game. Apparently, there was a shooter in Texas at a railroad house. That's all we know. We're gonna check. Try to guess the gender. We're gonna try to guess the gender, race, and age, and gender pronouns. Go, Scott.
Oh, the pronouns too?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's important these days.
They're probably not going to have that in the news story. But I'm going to go.
Depends where the news story's from.
Trying to bring it up. The streaming takes up a lot of bandwidth there.
So you mean like they, them, stuff like that?
Yeah. So we're trying to guess. You just keep in mind, they shot 8 people, and I don't know if he shot himself or the police officer shot him, but I want you to try to guess his. Do we have to do gender and sex and race? Are they gender?
Gender and sex are the same thing.
Gender covers everything?
Yeah, I think no, it doesn't cover everything. It just covers
the gender.
Gender
and sex are 2 different things now.
Wait.
Hold on.
Hold on. Gender and sex are 2 different things now. Gender and sex are 2 different things.
Where gender and sex are 2 different things.
See how she does
it's
it?
literally the same thing. We're
Look,
not.
You saw the vaccine question.
This whole thing with it's a different thing now. Like it's mind blowing.
Hey, watch how good this is. Watch how good this is, Mysterio. Mysterio, have you been vaccinated?
Why?
I asked her. I said, "Have you been vaccinated?" She said, "Do you mean get the shot?" And I said, "No, not take a shot. Like, have you gotten vaccinated?" She said, "You mean like take the shot?" Like she wouldn't even call it a vaccination.
That's literally the same thing.
And you won't even tell me. I'm not asking you if you passed your AIDS test. I'm asking you if you got vaccinated. I think I know what you do for a living. I won't tell anybody else. I know what you do for a living, and I promise you probably had to.
No. I know what he does for a living.
Do you know?
I did not have to.
I would like to know if you get the shot and your work forces you to get it, is that covered under OSHA for any complications afterwards?
I would assume so. I mean, technically, but then at the same time, there's going to be some kind of loophole where they're going to be like, no.
Like if you're on a bulldozer and all of a sudden it made you go like a little mini seizure and you fucking killed somebody or knocked down a building, and you could prove that it was from the vaccine, I would say yes. Other than that, I'm not sure.
I mean, I guarantee
like
people in the military are getting them.
Well, they're coming out saying with kids that they're unsure of the heart inflammation. I saw a brief article. I didn't read it all. But in the heart inflammation, and say you had your shot or your vaccine and your heart had a lot of complications afterwards, and your employer forced you to get it, would OSHA and workers' comp cover that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not OSHA. OSHA's just a safety thing, I think. But a workers' comp claim for sure. That's what I'm saying. I think OSHA is strictly like safety violations. I don't know if it would fall under OSHA. But I think the employer could be responsible. If you'd have to prove it though. I don't know how you
definitely have to prove it. Yeah, how are you going to prove it? That's a rough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know in many blue collar people who have the money to go through that kind of testing to, prove.
Yeah, but they got a free Uber for vaccines, so no excuses.
You said a free Uber for vaccine?
Yeah, you could Uber will give you a free Uber in certain counties and cities.
Wow.
And you can get free beer if you get the shot.
Yeah.
And if you're in the state of Ohio and over 18, you could be entered to the lottery to win $1 million.
Damn, I'm going there to get my shit, bro. That's what's up. Over here, they got Krispy Kreme giving away a fucking 1 glazed donut. Not even a fucking dozen. 1 glazed donut per shot. Fuck
In
that.
New York City, the mayor was talking about, hey, listen, if you get the shot and you can show it with your card, you can come to this local establishment and get like hot dogs and their French fries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He literally had them sitting in front of him. He's like, look, they taste delicious. It was ridiculous.
All right, here we go. This brings me up to one of my memes, Scott. Sorry. I know you got something posting right there. They don't give. What do you guys think about this statement? They don't give free insulin to diabetics,
It's
free
true.
gym memberships for obesity, or free chemo for cancer. But all of a sudden, not only is the vaccine free, but they'll pay you in tokens that make you more unhealthy. Donuts, burgers, beer, and cheesecake. Makes perfect sense. Oh, yeah, and a free Uber.
It's true though.
The statement is true. However, a little bit of a different situation. They're not giving me free insulin for my diabetes because if I go into 7-Eleven and someone with diabetes sneezes on me, I'm going to get diabetes.
I agree with that statement. That makes sense.
They're not giving me a gym membership because I'm fat, and if I go to 7-Eleven and someone sneezes on me, I'm now fat and obese. You know what I'm saying? It's more like a public health thing. I do not like the unhealthy donuts because I think the best, I'm not Joe Rogan, but I think the best thing you can do in something like that is be the healthiest as you can be. Right? So if you do get it, you're good to go. So I understand the humor in it, but it's like when people are like, if you don't wear your mask, if you're wearing your mask, it's just like me carrying my gun to protect you. It's like, no, you don't carry your gun to protect me. You should be carrying your gun to protect you because you're not a cop or local law enforcement. So you shouldn't be going. I always use the example, if I'm sitting in Arby's with my family and I have my gun on me and someone comes in and robs the place, that place is getting robbed. I'm not going to pull out my gun and stop him. Like, he comes towards the booth. Once my kid and my life's on the line, then maybe. But I mean, the cops show up and they see me with the gun, they might kill me. I mean, too many bad things can happen.
I can't jump on board with that rationale because you
would do it.
What you're saying is the place is getting robbed, and then you turned and said if they're coming towards you, then you would in turn use it. So if the place is getting robbed and they're pointing the gun at this person who works there and they're going to shoot that person, you're not going to interject and
probably not. I carry my gun to protect me and my family. Right?
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. That's not my job. I'm not there for that.
I do want to say this, G. I do wear my masks.
Oh, there you go. You got a bunch of them too.
For real, that's like
you're the mask lady.
I have like at least.
But you don't. But you don't want to. I could tell by your other answers that you don't want to wear a mask. You only wear it because you have to.
I don't want to wear one either, but I do that. I do wear it.
But you don't like it. Nobody likes it. I don't think anybody likes it.
I don't. I definitely don't.
I take it off and say stupid effing mask every time, but I mean, I wear the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, if I shoot the guy that's about to shoot the guy, I'm going to prison.
No, you're not.
Shit.
No, you're not.
Wouldn't that be considered like self-defense or something? Like
because he wasn't coming after me or my family.
That's not the point. That is not the point. That is
100%.
If you were being a robber, you would be a hero.
All right, here's the question. What happens if you shoot at the guy who's robbing the place and you miss and you hit the person behind the counter?
Exactly.
You're in trouble for that. You're in trouble for that.
That's what I'm saying.
So you have to have really good aim.
You have to account for every bullet that comes out of your gun. So, yes, you were doing it in good faith and you were trying to protect people, but someone got hurt. Would they charge you? Would the ADA or the DA, would they charge you? I don't think they would. But for a civil suit, that person would file a suit against you.
Simple thing I could tell you. In the state of Virginia, if someone breaks in my house, I wake up, grab my gun.
You got 3 minutes.
They got my TV, and they're going out my door, and I blast them in the back. I'm going to fucking jail, bro.
All right, so
no one said you're not.
That whole analogy.
But I'm not going to jail if I do it at Arby's. But if I do it in my own house, I'm stopping a crime in my own house. I'm going to go to jail. But you're telling me if I'm in public and do the same thing, I'm not going to go to jail.
But you're giving two different scenarios. Your scenario in the house is that the person is walking out of your front door, but they're back to you. They're not a danger to you or anyone else.
They're not in my back, and I shoot him in his leg. And he sues me.
And you shoot them in the back because they have a gun leveled at the guy behind the counter at Arby's, but their back is to you.
Yes, but once again, that in itself, that is a dangerous, that is a physical dangerous situation right there. You are then pointing the gun. The person leaving your residence is not pointing a gun at you, nor is the person pointing a gun at anyone else. No one's life is in danger at that point. That person behind the counter, the gun is being pointed at them. So a reasonable person would think that person is going to use that gun against
I'm
them.
just saying, I will get a charge. You're right. I may not get charged. I will
Might
get
get a civil.
questioned and
You're
all
gonna
that
be,
shit.
might have some civil liability.
100%
Civil
civil liability.
for sure.
So anyway, let's say let's point out where all this falls apart. You could say that wearing a mask, it's like, oh, you don't want me to use my gun to save you, or all that shit. You know what? I can wear a mask without putting anybody in danger. You cannot use a gun in public without the possibility of putting somebody in danger. So fuck off with that bullshit.
It just came up on the Facebook argument.
Tell me how you really feel, Scott.
So I have not been introduced to the young lady here.
Okay. This is Erin, which is Scott's little sister.
Okay.
Not little. She's like 28 or 38. Sorry, 38.
Okay.
Younger sister.
We'll take 28, although that means I had Nick at 10, which is really scary.
Yeah, ew, look at you, dirty. Yeah, she is in Savannah, Georgia, I think, or
No.
Augusta,
Georgia.
All right, look at you.
And the whole state of what you missed was the whole state of Georgia is only at 17% vaccinated.
Not right either. It's like 30.
And they're probably more in Atlanta that they're all vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably are all in Atlanta. That's a big Democratic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Area there.
Although I work in the country, like the country, it's Waynesboro. I think there's one stoplight very similar to King William 20 years ago.
Jesus, she said one stoplight.
Well, she's like where you live.
No,
Jason,
I have actual street lights and things like that. And
Walden? You live in Walden?
Walden has stoplights and all that other stuff. Yeah, there's no one singular light in the center of town where it flashes yellow and then flashes red on the holidays. Like, no, there's none of that, bro. There's none of that.
Well, that's where I work, and they all stare at me when I go into the local Walmart because I wear my mask. But I've been working there for about 3 months now, and they stare at me the whole time. They were unmasked 3 months ago.
Yeah, I'm kind of dealing with that today. I work in a couple facilities where they have lifted the masks restriction if you've been vaccinated, but nobody wears it. I'm the only fucking half a mook walking around with a fucking mask on my face all day long, and they're like, "What are you doing, man?" I'm like, "I'm not vaccinated, man." So like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, and they're like, "Oh, like." It's like it's been a blank. I think this is my theory that I think masks were necessary, but I think they went a little overboard with it. And I think this was an opportunity for the federal government to come out and say, "Hey," or CDC, whoever, Fauci, you could take them off because you can't ask somebody. You're not supposed to ask somebody to produce their vaccination card or expect somebody to have their vaccination card wherever they go. Somebody at the door at 7-Eleven checking fucking vaccination cards. No, they all just take them off and nobody says shit.
Yes, I understand. That makes sense. What you're saying. At the same time, people are forcing people to, or the government is forcing people to carry around this card and let people know that, hey, yeah, I'm vaccinated. Hey, no, I'm not vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, they're gonna.
Which government?
So, like you can certain times.
Remember where he is? He's in Como land.
Yeah. So certain airlines are not letting you on the plane if you are not vaccinated. You cannot take your mask off if you're not vaccinated.
But that's not the government.
But yes, that's the local government. That's the airplanes. That's the airplanes and stuff.
TSA,
but
TSA's federal.
Local governments will start. I know in New York and in the Hudson Valley, they're not letting you in government buildings if you are not vaccinated or if you don't have a mask on.
I think the NFL is going to do it too, but he has a point. It's not the government though.
Yes, no, yeah. But local government, so like Orange County, you're not allowed in the Orange County, government building if you don't have a mask on or if you're not vaccinated.
Well,
and they want you to produce. They want you to produce that card. Be like,
but you could wear a mask and you wouldn't have to produce a card.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So like, if you're vaccinated, they want you to prove that you're vaccinated. But if
they're
you
not
decide you just want to
making
wear
you
your
prove
mask,
it. They're not making you prove it, though.
yes. But if you want to walk around without a mask, you have to prove it.
Well, but take your pick.
That's what I'm saying. So if you
Right.
can't go in, if you don't want to, if you don't want to wear a mask in the building, you have to prove that you're vaccinated.
But you don't have to prove that you're vaccinated.
But to them, you do if you want to go in that building.
No,
just wear a
he's
mask.
trying to get you. He's
Scott's
trying to
point
get you.
is then put your mask on.
Yes, my point is put the mask on. I don't mind putting the mask
your
on.
mask on. My point is that this is not overbearing. Carry your papers. This is saying if you don't want to wear a mask, that's fine. Just get vaccinated. But if you don't want to show us that you're vaccinated, or if you don't want to get vaccinated, fine. Just wear a mask. That's simple. Nobody's saying you have to prove anything. All they're saying is you can prove it if you choose to not wear a mask. But if you don't choose to not to show us, then all you got to do is wear a mask. Put a piece of cloth on your face.
No, but what I'm saying is that if you want to go in the building and you don't want to put the mask on, you can't just walk around the building without the mask on.
But nobody's making you prove it.
You have to prove it if you want to go in the building. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I know, but he listen to what you guys are talking about. Listen, hold on, stop.
You guys are saying the same
You
thing.
have the freedom.
But you got to know Scott.
choose.
You got to know Scott. You got to know
You have the
Scott.
freedom to
I know
choose
Scott. It's a wordplay thing. He is saying the government's not making you produce your papers. You are saying that they are if you don't put a mask on.
Yes,
So
that's what I'm
What
saying.
you're saying is you don't have a choice, but you
don't have a choice. The only choice is
you can choose to either wear the mask or produce the vaccination card. You have a choice. Freedom is about choice. Nobody's saying you can't. It's not like driving around,
Yeah, but Scott, that's
Germany
also I
while
have
you're
a choice. But Scott, that's also my choice not to go to that building. Technically,
There's also your choice that too.
yes, but if you have to go to that building for some type of
and you don't want to wear a mask,
and you don't want to wear a mask, you have to provide them
That's
with your
correct. But
papers.
it's your choice then. You're making that choice. You're saying I choose
Can I
not
ask
to wear
you a question
mask.
though?
You say
Yes.
I'm choosing
A
not to
legitimate
wear a mask.
question.
hold on. She got a question.
Uh-huh.
So now you could buy fake COVID passes or like
Can
fake
you really?
vaccination cards. Yes. Oh, yes. They're everywhere.
Crazy
So
enough
how
to
do they
fake.
actually validate it? So you could just show a piece
Exactly.
of paper and be like,
I mean,
boom,
yeah. So
That's a good
the
question.
thing.
identify as vaccinated.
That's a good question.
Right.
You identify as vaccinated?
No, hold on. Don't give me that identify bullshit. I belong to a group.
Identify as vaccinated.
Conservatives only have two jokes, and that's one of
Oh
them.
my God! Hold on,
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I gotta go to potty. That just almost made me pee myself.
You got to come up with another joke, kid. That's so
Hey, that
bad.
was pretty funny. I thought that.
I know.
But they really are saying, no, I swear to God, on my local Facebook, you can like click on the marketplace and they have fake vaccination cards.
Oh, that I believe. Yeah. And so I think that just goes to show that it's not even a serious government requirement, because it's not like I'm sure there's no law that says if you show them a fake vaccination card that they're going to throw you in jail. I mean,
but do they really verify that the
you don't really have
information
choice
is correct?
here is bullshit.
Do they verify the information is correct, or are they just kind of glancing? You show it and go, okay, you're done.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're doing. That's why the whole idea that there's this oppression of forcing you to carry around vaccination cards is bullshit. You don't have to carry a mask if you don't like it. You have choices. I
So
can't
let
go
me
to
ask
the
you a
grocery
question.
store and go in there with no shirt and no shoes on. I can make the choice not to shop there, but they can't require me to do that, and there's nothing wrong with it.
So
It's not
another
overbearing.
serious
That's not government being
question.
overbearing. They're not saying you have to show your vaccination card everywhere. Even they're only saying
Okay.
you have an option. You have the option of showing your vaccination card, but if you feel it's too private, put on a mask and think about the other people.
So my
And that's where
question
the
is
issue.
this. Yes, I mean, it is what it is, but I wonder and have wondered for a year about this. If we take the instance of the cake baker, he was deemed as being a public service by selling his cake when he didn't want to make the cake. What is the difference between Target forcing you to wear the mask? You can't shop here unless you wear a mask. They said they are public service as well.
Because it's illegal to discriminate based on sex or sexual proclivity. It's against the law.
But wouldn't they be discriminating against people who don't want to wear masks?
That's not a law. It's not against the law.
What's the baker scenario? I don't understand.
The bigger scenario is if you don't want to make a cake for a gay couple who wants to get married. That is a discrimination based on the civil rights. But the mask is not.
But my thing is, I get what you're saying. It's a discrimination based off of civil rights and stuff like that. But businesses have the right to refuse anyone, and they could put it under the guise of I just refused to
that's
give
true
you services.
That's why it's been upheld. You have the right to refuse service to anyone, and that's why
exactly
because it's a private business.
Although I will say the federal level actually just started covering another protected class January of this year.
Which was?
Gender status is now included.
Gender what? Salad?
Gender status. Status.
Oh, I thought you said gender salad.
Gender status.
I don't know what gender salad is.
So they now in fair housing, they've included gender status. You cannot discriminate against that, which was really cool to see.
So, well, that's good. You shouldn't be discriminating against people on things like that.
I'm using that shit. I'm using that shit tomorrow, dog.
Yeah, but if someone, yes, I get it.
I'm just start telling people that I identify as vaccinated. Then they just shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Facts.
There you go. He's back, baby. TJ Bell in the building.
What's up,
I'm just back to say that y'all are way off on so many of these topics.
You just kicked him off?
Wait, what did happen?
Why'd you kick him off, bro?
Yo, listen. He just did that shit himself. He came in, said that shit, and left. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Holy crap, it's taken me weeks to even figure out how to get on, let alone get off that quick.
He's been coming on forever. He used to come on my old podcast or my other podcast.
It couldn't be easy. It couldn't be easier. You just plug in the URL, and then Gene decides if he likes you enough to let you in.
Yeah, I let everybody in.
I'm actually using my phone today, so this is kind of.
No, the phone's good. Like you got your headphones in the phone.
Yeah, the phone is a lot better.
We got this laptop set up. We got our blue green screen, and that's cool. But the phone, your cameras are way better. And the only thing about the AirPods have a little bit of delay, but the one that he has, see how he's holding his mic? Are you holding your mic?
Yeah,
it hits his shirt a couple times, and it gets a little annoying. But I think it sounds better than us when I rewatch the podcast. Yeah, I can't stand that.
All right, what else we got? Come on, I'll keep this thing moving.
Did you find out anything about the shooting?
Yes, white male.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Too late.
Come on, man. So I heard white male. Hold on. I'm gonna guess. White male.
Mid-40s.
It was a train track. Mid-50s. And Christian. Go.
Christian.
I don't know if he
was. Why would you say
Christian?
Christian?
Because he's not going to be a 40-year-old white dude Muslim.
But why would you say Christian?
What do you mean? Like, have you seen the list of the last fucking set of mass shooters? Like the last 15 of them? One of them went to a church.
They're Christians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Christian?
So you're telling me the last mass shooters have been Christians?
I'm saying the last 10. I'm gonna promise you 80% of them have been.
Please, you got to look it up for me. I need facts.
I saw it 100%. Go ahead, Scott.
I need facts. I can't.
There was a meme that they put out on Facebook. They named all the places, Sandy Hook, all of them, and the dates, and they are all Christians. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. They're all religious.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm scanning right now the article.
Oh, it's not going to tell you in the article. You find that out weeks later when they tell you everything about the.
He went to church at such and such. Okay, very strange and very quiet white man in a neighborhood that was predominantly Vietnamese and working class. He burned his
He's
house
probably
down.
never mind. He's probably an atheist.
So stupid, bro. So dumb. It's hilarious.
I'll find the meme I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And if
please
it's a
do.
meme, if somebody made it as a meme, it has to be true.
Not
It has to
necessarily.
be. It has to be. It's
Killing me.
always true.
That's a joke.
It's a meme you find
Because
on-
I've never heard that before, that out of the last 10 ones, like 80% of them, or a good majority of them, were Christians.
Oh yeah. Watch, I'll show you.
That shit is crazy.
I shouldn't have said Christian. I meant religious.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
They're not.
I think two.
I don't think you can be
two-
religious and go kill a bunch of people.
Well,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the people that did it happen to be religious.
I don't know if I could.
I'm gonna say the last 5 shooters. We'll go 10. Last. I'm probably gonna get fucking caught by the FBI. Last.
For what? For
Looking up stupid shit like the last 10 fucking killers were Christians, and then I fucking die. Last 10.
all right, here we go.
We'll say mass shooters.
Let's
Mass
see.
shooters.
Connor Betts, Dayton nightclub, Christian man. Patrick Crusius, El Paso Walmart, Christian man. Dwayne Craddock, Virginia Beach, Christian man. David Long,
See?
Thousand Oaks, Christian man. Robert Bowers, Pittsburgh Synagogue, Christian man. Demetrios Pagwortzis, Santa Fe High School. So these are 2019 and going back to 2018. I mean, there's a shit ton
So I'm
of them.
telling you, I saw a list, like 10 of them
That's
were.
like part of the list.
Which I don't even know how they find that out. I guess, like, the news, meaning like they just go to be like, oh, he went to this church. Like that's kind of private.
not
No,
necessarily.
I didn't mean anything by it. I just saw the article the other day, and I was like, damn. And it was just like he just said, it was like Christian. I think there was one Muslim in there in the last 10 or 15. They're all religious. But that's what I'm saying. If they were atheists, would they say atheist? No,
No.
they just wouldn't mention it.
I feel
I would
it's I feel as if it's a way to, I don't know, instill some further fear. You know, it's like, why is it pertinent to know if someone's a Christian or not, or if they're religious or not?
I think it's important to the one that the guy went to the church, worshipped in the church, and then shot everybody in the church. Then it would make sense if they're like,
Are you
'cause you
talking about the
wanna
one
know-
in South Carolina?
But I
yeah,
think,
I think so.
you kind of have a point there, Mysterio. I think it's only important if it was a reason behind the shootings.
Exactly.
You're right. So,
Division.
for example, I mean, it would be the same thing as saying, okay, well, there was a Muslim suicide bomber who was, it was religion that made him do that. If someone is saying, I'm going in here to shoot up this abortion clinic or Planned Parenthood or something because I'm a Christian and they perform abortions, then it becomes useful.
I agree.
Otherwise, it's just a
Yeah, but back to the Muslim
Side
guy,
note.
he can go to the warehouse and shoot him up, and they say a Muslim shot him up, but he didn't do it for religion. He did it because he fucking couldn't stand the motherfucker. And he's sleeping with his wife or something,
Exactly, but they're not going to put
Very
it in there like that. They're going to put it in there as, like you said, a Muslim man shot up a warehouse. What does his religion have to do with the fact that he shot up the warehouse?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying.
I know.
That-
It just
I saw that
doesn't
list,
make any sense. It's fear
and I
mongering.
was kind of like flabbergasted by it because if you're a fucking Christian, probably not going to be a mass murderer. I mean, I guess you shouldn't be a mass murderer.
No, there's no way in hell you're making it into heaven.
That
being a
was your
mass
point
murderer.
when you're like, how do you know? I guess he wasn't a Christian because you can't be a Christian and do that, right?
not a real Christian, but there are people
I mean,
who-
but can you really say that though? Like, what's your definition?
According
of a real
to
Christian?
the Bible, I think you
Well,
can
I mean, if
repent
you're not-
and then you're
if
good.
not- If you think it's okay to shoot people because of your religion, and your religion is Christianity, then you're wrong.
No, I'm not saying that, but
Yeah.
the argument is that if you're a real Christian or a real man of God or whatever the case may be, then you're not going to go out there and commit these heinous acts. But the Bible says, ask for forgiveness and it will be given, to you, and things of that nature and whatnot,
Except the mortals. Aren't there like mortal sins that you cannot be forgiven for?
Well, there's the
I
Ten
thought it was
Commandments and stuff like
committing
that.
suicide.
Yeah, I think committing suicide is one of them.
I guess because you can't ask for forgiveness after you do that.
No, there's no asking for forgiveness after that.
You're getting to a whole theological discussion here that I'm not much help with.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, like it just so
got me pushing back.
I think we all current events tonight.
I'm not pushing anything back. I'm just,
yeah, it's under current events. We're talking about a shooting, and I bet you he's Christian. I'm just saying. I got 25 on the fact. We'll find out in a couple days that this guy was Christian.
Probably.
But there's a pretty good shot at it. He's a white male in America. I mean,
Yeah.
So, anyway,
the more important question is: was he married?
I think he was divorced.
What's the pertinence of that?
Because he's divorced. He probably fucking snapped. That bitch left him, and he was like, "Fuck this! I can't take." What do you mean? It probably has everything to do with it.
What? That makes
so you guys are trying to have rational ideas of why a guy went into a railroad station and shot 8 people in the fucking face.
I don't think there's a rational idea. I think people who do those kind of things have lost their damn minds.
Exactly.
They're not rationally thinking.
Exactly. At the same time, though, I feel as if people are trying to find some type of normal rationale behind it. So yeah, he was a white Christian male, and I don't understand why he snapped because he's a white Christian male. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Do you think that the white part has anything to do with it?
But they make it seem as if he's a white Christian male. He was divorced, so he snapped. He was going to work. He was smelling like booze.
Don't try to use your white people make fun of voice with me. Because I just said that word, and I don't talk like that.
Golly gee whiz, what the fuck's going on?
You might have a Scott there, but you ain't got me, cocksucker. I mean, sorry. Sorry, I'm not used. By the way, shout out to Aaron, first female on the Let's Talk About It podcast.
Hey, that's right.
Thank you for giving her recognition, man. Because we were talking about that last week.
Groundbreaking.
We were definitely talking about that last week. Like, yo, we got to get somebody on here. Like, I don't think there's ever been a female on this show. I don't give a fuck what these guys say.
You're the Kamala Harris of the show.
Yo, Kamala Harris.
Can we
You live first.
Look, I got where I am because I worked really hard standing up and pushing paperwork.
I know, but hold on. That's why I want to go back. Scott's trying to push us through the podcast. Everything he don't want to talk about, he wants to push us fucking through. I wasn't done asking you a question. You said something about a residence, and then you said you worked at Walmart, so I'm fucking confused. Do you have a residency at Walmart?
Me?
Yes.
What?
No, I'm a property manager.
Oh, your residence, you said. Oh.
Yes, my residence. My specialty is distressed HUD properties, typically layered with a tax credit, elderly disabled tenant selection.
What? English?
So I'm a HUD certified person that takes distressed failing HUD properties and turns them around and gets them on track.
And
Good
HUD
for
stands
you.
for
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
HUD stands for
Housing and Urban Development.
Housing Urban Development.
got it.
So
Got
I'm a certified professional of occupancy with them.
So do you just now housing urban development? Do you just go and look at homes in the hood, or like what are we talking about here?
Well, no, I worked at project-based Section 8, which is the hood.
The hood.
It's the hood.
It's the hood, guys.
Well, what's the
Yeah.
hood, okay?
First of all, hold on. I don't want to interrupt, but I got to get this out because this is 2 weeks in a row now. This 2 weeks in a row. First of all, the only black guy. Shout out, only black guy on the show. First of all, second of all, only black guy on the show that don't even know what HUD is. No disrespect.
I was like, HUD?
And last week
fuck?
he's like, man, people don't want to have manual jobs out here going out here picking cotton. The only black dude on the show brings up picking cotton. Go ahead, finish your story.
I'm just saying, man. Listen, you can't be too proud to fucking support your family. Like this is 2021. If we so bold where we want to sit here and talk about fucking, you know, just because someone doesn't want to hire you is because they're fucking racist, then like how boldly you should be just as bold to go fucking pick cotton if you got to feed your fucking family. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I think you meant to say oranges, right? Or fruit.
I don't give a fuck what you pick, man. You gotta feed. If you gotta feed your family, you gotta feed your family. I don't give two shits. I don't give a fuck.
I'm with you, man. I always said if I lost my job, I'd work at McDonald's during the day and Burger King at night. I'll take.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta feed your family, man. Like fucking like. People are so proud now. I can't work at McDonald's. They only give me $15 an hour. Oh, I can't do this because oh my God, people are gonna look at me this way. Fuck you worried about how people look at you. You should be worried about how your family sees you, how your children see you.
Look, I just saw the sign at McDonald's by my house, and it says now starting at $10.25 per hour. And I looked at it, and I looked at my daughter, and I was like, "Oh, Marco's Pizza better watch out. Nick is going to jump the bus. He's going to go over to McDonald's now."
It's crazy. It's crazy you said that because I passed McDonald's earlier and they said that now hiring $15 an hour
in New York, right?
I'm in Georgia.
I know, and you got to understand that is a big. I'm not saying I'm on the fence with that as a small business owner because those jobs used to be for like part time, a kid in high school, a kid in college. Now it's like you got people trying to feed their families on those jobs. So I get it. In New York, everybody's like $15 an hour. That ain't shit in New York. New York City. That ain't shit. That's like y'all making like $4.32 here. Like that has to be. That's what I'm saying. Does it have to be a federal minimum? Like, can't we just give everybody a little bit more in reference to where they live, maybe? Or should it be 15? Because 15 to you ain't 15 to her anyway.
Well, fair. I mean, don't they already do that with salaries, though? I mean,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But there's no federal guidelines where you have to pay this amount in this state. And they always talk about state rights and shit. But yet, minimum wage is a federal thing, right?
Yes.
It's $8.25 right now.
I thought it was $7.29.
Oh my God, you have to be fucking. And I'm not fucking Scott's homeboys on TV talking about pay everybody's college and give everybody $20 an hour. But fucking $7. I don't even know what the hell would do that. $7.
Was that your white people voice? Give them $20 an hour.
Exactly.
Is that what it was?
That was my fucking Mysterio voice.
Give them $20 an hour.
But
how
I mean,
does
the
that
business
affect small businesses though? Like, would they be able to keep up with that?
What do you mean? It literally just changes their whole bottom line. They're paying someone $7 and you're going to double their salary. You got to fire somebody.
Really?
Yeah, or get a kiosk. I mean, seriously, like, what are you going to do? Double your wages? Double everybody's wages, but everything else stays the same? Can't do that. You're going to be firing people.
There's an argument that says if you can't afford to pay somebody a living wage, you don't have a very good business plan.
Or you have too many people working for you.
That's possible.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a possibility as well.
Just going to have to do it with less people as a business owner.
Maybe. I don't know. I know that I pay my people well more than that, so.
Oh, yeah, well, you can't get nobody.
Are you hiring?
Business model. No, I'm not right now.
I'm hiring, but I'm looking for a apprentice.
Gee, what do you do, bro?
I fix fitness equipment.
I like that. Okay.
You know, I never do that.
I had no idea. You know what was just very interesting? I heard the other day someone, this female on Instagram, she welds.
Why did you have to say it was a female?
Because you don't see many female welders, and that's why I was saying that.
Oh, that's dope.
You don't see many female welders, and her work looks fucking amazing. She did like a comparison compared to some dude that had been welding, I don't know, around the same time.
Probably like a 40-year-old white Christian.
Divorced or married.
Divorced or married, you never know. You know,
That identifies with him and he.
Yes.
Identifies as vaccinated.
All right, guys, it's been really fun, but Morgan just got back from her first travel ball lacrosse in Columbia,
sweet.
South Carolina.
All
So I'm
right.
going to jump off here and see how her first practice went.
All
right.
right.
Tell her we said hi.
Congratulations.
I will. Actually, they listen to you every week, Uncle Scott.
What?
What?
On this?
Oh, yeah, they listen to this every week. I have
Oh,
little kids.
wow.
Hey, what's their name? Shout out to Morgan and who?
Morgan, well, Nick's at work
Nick.
tonight, so.
Oh,
but
shout out to
Morgan-
Nick and
Wow.
Morgan.
Oh,
Shout out to
man.
Nick. Nick just went to
tell
college, I think.
No, he
Right?
graduated last weekend from high school.
But he's going to college. I saw him like signing.
Yes. He's going
Yeah,
to
that's the
play
awesome.
Lax, bro.
with. Yes, he's Lexbro.
Are
They
you
gave him-
proud?
Oh my God, I am so.
You're
stinking
a proud
of
you're a
that
proud
kid.
mom, huh?
Like,
Who cares?
Oh no.
Oh!
You're terrible. Are you proud?
That's what happened, man. It's
You-
not
She
so
said
fun.
she had to go, bro. Hey, shout out to Morgan and what was the other kid's name?
Nick.
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 Shout out to Nick and Morgan. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you know what, Aaron, if you're still
I can't
listening,
believe they watch.
are you sure this is something you want your kids listening to?
I know, right? I was just
Yeah,
thinking.
Uncle
I was
Scott
like,
is
damn.
he's
I
wild.
hate when I like it, but I hate it. Someone came up to me. Someone twice happened to me. I was at a football. I was at coaching, and one of my parents was like, "Hey, podcast is awesome, man." I was like, "You watch that?" I forget sometimes that it's broadcasting live from my page, so everybody I know and all the 800 people that I don't know on my Facebook all watch or could watch it. I
Dude.
forget, bro. And I was at Home Depot. Check this out. I was at Home Depot Mechanicsville, walking through whatever in the paint section. Someone said something to me. I was like, "Oh, hey!" Like I knew him, but I didn't know how. I either coached, whatever. I've been coaching for 20 years around here, so somebody will come up to me and be like, "Hey, Coach G," and I'm like, "Hey," and I want to say, "How's little Scott?" But I don't remember the kid's name. So it was like one of those situations. He's like, "Hey man, I saw you on the podcast. Good work." I was like, it's like random dude. I'm like, "Damn, we're blowing up, baby. Local celebrity status, boy. You're
I
the
don't know if you-
podcast guy."
I don't know if you should be saying that on here because those people are probably watching this and be like, damn, I said hi to him the other day. Did he probably not
He
remember
didn't
my
know
kid?
my kid's name.
Did he not know my fucking kid's name? Why? Why are we talking about this right now?
Again, I
Guy
forget.
to get away with that. He's the kind of guy I'd be like, "Oh man, you know what? I forgot your kid's name. I didn't coach a million kids." And they'll be like, "Oh, that's all right, G."
He's
And
like, what's
they
up,
say
Coach
G.
G?
They're like,
What's
"Motherfucker, I
up?"
can't believe you forgot my kid's name."
That's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
Scott. Speaking of that, check this out. I forgot to tell y'all. This is hilarious. So maybe we could do some research for the next show of why these particular ladies were outside of a Lowe's protesting. Didn't have signs, but they were just gathered and saying things, and they were in a conversation with a gentleman that was walking in. I'm working, bro. I'm like, I'm kind of listening, but and I thought I heard her say, "If God can have an abortion, then so can I." And I was
What?
like, I was in the store for about 12 minutes total, and the whole time I couldn't even focus on what I was doing because I was trying to figure out what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
And I was like, I don't understand who would say that. Like, first of all, I don't know a lot of religious history. I don't ever remember an abortion being done. So I'm like, I'm so not perturbed. I don't want to say I was perturbed or offended, but I was curious. So I walked out those doors on purpose so that maybe I could catch some more. And she was letting him have it. Basically, she finished the conversation with, she said that when I was going in, and when I came out, I heard her say something to the effects of, "God sent Jesus here to get crucified."
Right.
Okay.
So I guess killing your son would be equivalent to having an abortion? God sending Jesus to be crucified is an abortion, Riley?
Nah, it don't make no sense at all.
What?
That don't make no sense at all.
And added without medical, and that was not medically assisted. That's what she said. Or I'm sorry, medically necessary.
Okay.
I was like, my mind was blown, bro. Like, you know, some people be like, "Oh, it blew my mind," but they're just lying. It didn't really blow their mind.
That's the
Like,
kind of shit that makes me laugh. But
like, no, it made my brain stop for a second, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I'd be like, wait, what?
God had an abortion? That's what you're comparing that shit to, bro?
So they are comparing the crucifixion of Jesus Christ to an abortion.
Yes.
They are comparing the Son of God, the Lamb of God, as an abortion.
I'm sorry. I wrote down on my little notepad when I got in my car so I could remember. This is what she said. I'm sorry. Jesus was aborted. God sent him to earth to be crucified. That's a late-term abortion.
Damn.
Like, what?
Damn.
Yo, that's funny if you're saying it as a joke. But they were legitimately arguing with this. It was like a group of girls. Unbelievable. And I told my wife that, and she didn't understand the Lowe's thing either. But apparently, the owners of Lowe's are like super conservative or something, or religiously big on religion or something. I don't know.
really,
Yeah, I don't know. We all have that one friend that fucking knows everything. I just happen to do a podcast with mine.
Get on
I
my
was gonna say his name is Scott. His name is Scott.
I just happen to do a podcast every week, Wednesday, 7:30, with a motherfucker that knows it all, boy.
Scott motherfucking Hicks.
Oh man,
That's
Did
funny.
we cover
People
Go
are
ahead.
nuts, bro. People are nuts. I wouldn't. I've never heard that analogy. I've never heard that comparison before.
I have actually, but I belong to some kind of fucked up groups on Facebook. So,
Oh wait, you have heard that?
some version of it.
It's not even like the same
comparing-
thing. I went to Mother Mary.
It was
Like I went straight to Mother Mary. I was thinking Mother Mary, Immaculate Conception, but it wasn't an abortion, right?
No.
yeah, I've seen again. I belong to some pretty fucked up groups, so I've seen some. So I did see a meme that compared, or that made reference to Jesus and abortion.
Wow.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like I said, it's a great joke, but she was for real. She was so visceral in her voice. She was
He said
screaming.
it's a great joke.
I mean, it's a great joke. Anything can be joked. Oh, don't even get me started.
You might not everybody's gonna think it's fun and whatnot.
And whatnot. All you gotta do is add it on whatnot.
But anything
Now-
can be made a joke.
No, were
you
you saying and whatnot, or were you calling me like saying now?
I was calling you.
Oh, but you know my stance on that one, man. It's like,
Man.
I don't care if it's a rape joke. If it's, you can't control someone's feeling of. If I say something and it makes you react, who the fuck is to say it ain't funny? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've had that conversation before.
Yeah,
I remember having that conversation. There are certain things that's like I find to be funny that other people wouldn't find funny. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you can't say it's funny for them.
Yeah, no, you can't. Like, yo, that's funny, right? No, it's not funny. Oh, okay. I guess not. I guess fucking
I've
not.
had some fucked up shit. My wife,
Yeah, but
she knows if I'm scrolling Facebook and I'm really laughing, it's probably something so fucked up she doesn't want to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yo, there's this thing on TikTok. I'm not lying. There's this page that I used to follow. I don't follow anymore. But it's a bunch of guys. I don't know if they've gone to school together or if they're like friends from like whatever. But it's a whole bunch of them. They're standing in like the one guy's living room and they're all making jokes. And they're like funny Some of them are funny, and then some of them are like other people would be like, "Yo, that's fucked up."
Yeah, they're like almost snapping on each other. Almost.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, definitely. They were going back and forth. But some of them were fucking funny, and some of them fucking weren't. Man, like I'm just like, damn, man.
Yeah, but like the great late Patrice O'Neill once said on Fox News, my favorite comedian. Don't ever who me again. That's my fucking favorite comedian of all time. Look it up, Patrice O'Neill. Look,
Don't ever.
he died too early, but rest in peace, my brother. You would like him actually. He said a bad joke and a good joke, not a bad as in dirty, like a bad joke that doesn't make you laugh and a joke that makes you laugh come from the same place. Like you don't know until it comes out. Literally, you don't know until you do it. So they come from the same place. And he always said that, he had some rape jokes that were pretty funny. A rape victim might not think so.
Mm-mm.
But Scott might be fucking dying in the back of the room because it made him laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a feeling, I think. Right? Are you going to stop? Is your brain sharp enough? Maybe Scott's, but if your name, if I say something and instantly your body tells you to laugh and you're like, wait a minute, that's inappropriate. I'm not going to laugh. Like that's not real laughter. If you're thinking about it.
Hold on a second.
Me personally, the more, and a lot of times the more inappropriate it is, the bigger a reaction. Because a lot of humor is based on surprise, right?
Yep.
So surprise is a reaction, and there's a few things more surprising than something that is wholly inappropriate. So the more inappropriate it is, the better chance it is sometimes for me to make.
Yeah, but I hate when people say they're like, I think my wife says it. She's like, yeah, you can say anything you want as long as it's funny. No, it doesn't even have to be funny. It's you don't know if it's going to be funny until you say it to that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it can bomb. It can bomb. It's still a joke. It's still a joke.
Yeah, you're
Whether
right.
you laughed or not, it's still a joke. They're like, oh, only black guys can do the white people voice. As soon as white dudes start talking about black dudes in comedy, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you better not go ahead, say this, say the N-word, say it. I dare you, say something. Say something. But they're sitting there Oakley dokley all day on the stage. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of racist. Don't get me back to the grocery store label, Scott, because we still never finished that argument.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I'll ask the black guy if you go to the store and you're walking down the aisle and it says white owned or white operated or white farmed. Is that racist?
I don't know, bro. I mean, like, what's the significance of putting that up there?
That's my point. But you go to the other aisle and there was a meme that we discussed and it had a black owned section, like vegetables and canned vegetables from all black owned, farms or whatever, and then Hispanic. And I said, if we put white up there, they'd be like, what the fuck? That's racist as fuck. If we had a white section of the tortillas because it was a white company that did it, it's racist. Scott said that it's part of what I have to deal with my white privilege that I have in America.
White privilege. Wow.
White privilege.
Yeah, like they'll say, which my point on the podcast was, there's a Netflix special where that guy, I think he's from CNN. He's a comedian, black dude. He goes across the country and he goes from New York to California, and he's only allowed to use black businesses to see if he can get across the United States of America, only supporting black businesses, which I think is phenomenal. And there's
Who's that? You talking about Kamala?
Yeah, Kamala Bell, I think. He did a special. It's pretty interesting.
Cool.
Like his car broke down and he had to get it towed an extra 75 miles to a black owned garage. Like he went through this whole thing. It was pretty interesting. And I would support that too. Like there's a lot of
what was interesting about it? I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Just the whole idea. Like I'm only gonna I have put forth my effort to only on this trip try to only support local Black businesses, and he was able to do it, but it took him twice as long. His point was there's not enough Black businesses, and
This is true. Yes,
there's some banks, some big time Black billionaires that are starting to. They interviewed them about opening up all Black banks, which again, I understand is great, help the community. But if I did that, I'm a racist. If I said I'm only using white people across America and I'm gonna find these rich white dudes and I'm only gonna bank with their money because I want to support my white people, that's racist.
You would be considered racist. Yes, 100%.
Right. Scott says that that's just something that I have to deal with because I don't have to deal. I guess I don't have to deal with.
There was some other context there. I mean, I barely remember the conversation.
I'll have the best of it.
Set me up with this stuff, and I'm like,
Did you remember it though? That was kind of your argument. I think you told me. You told me that.
I don't think it was anything like we have to deal with it. Like that makes it sound like I'm against it. You know, I'm for that.
I think I'll find it. I'm pretty sure you said. I think that's what stuck in my head so much. You were like, "Well, you just have to deal with it, Thomas. You're white. If that's the worst, I think you said if that's the worst thing you got to worry about, like it's not racist. Oh no, you said it's not real racism. Damn, is it date night?
Date day.
Yeah, Scotty motherfucking Hicks, boy. You still got it at 61, huh? Hey, be honest, because there's probably people, the one person that's watching it could be your age, and be honest, do you have to medicate before date night?
Oh
No.
Oh my god.
No, he's good, Michelle. He's good.
He's good.
Yeah,
Mother of God, yo.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know.
10 years.
I don't know when that's supposed. Yeah, but everybody I talk to, whether they're 30, 40, 50, or 60, always say that's another 10 years. So I don't know when it is.
I don't know. It might not ever be. I really don't know.
Because I don't think it's ever going to be for me either, because I still could be outside, just the wind blows the wrong way, I'm ready to rock, dog. And I don't think that's normal for 42-year-old men. I think I have too much.
I can't.
There's no such thing as too much. There's no such thing as too much. I despise that fucking thing. I despise when people say, "Oh, you're too fucking sexual." Oh,
all right, yeah, but
you have a healthy sex drive.
Before we get off, and since we're talking about this, I really do have a question about this. Do you guys believe in this theory that's really popular right now, and it's called semen retention?
What?
Where
straight face, keep straight face.
Apparently, like if you masturbate every day or have sex every day, for men, the testosterone obviously is just leaving you like a fucking sieve every day, and there's like you're more slack, you're less likely to work out, and all this stuff. So, do you believe that? Okay, close your earmuffs, Michelle, earmuffs. I'll ask for it. You're married. How many times a week would you say that you ejaculate, Scott?
I'm not going to talk about that.
Jesus.
I will say this.
I knew he wasn't going to answer the question.
What was it?
He wishes it was more.
Yeah, let's say we wish. Let's say I wish it was more.
Not sex, just ejaculation. Okay.
When do you think I'm gonna have an opportunity to do anything else?
As soon as I hit off live.
We work together all day in the same
Even
house.
better. I'd be naked at my desk.
20-year-old in the house all day.
Oh yeah.
Why is the 20-year-old in the house? Go out and get a job. Fuck out of here.
I'm working on it right now.
The fuck you doing in the house? You 20 years old. Go find some fucking friends.
Don't get Jason going.
Friends,
I mean,
they usually go hang out at night.
yeah, they all hang out at night.
No,
he probably
no,
sleeps
hang out at
all
night
day.
and work your ass off during the day and whatnot.
And whatnot.
Shit, it don't make it kills me, man. That kids are just like,
So what?
the fuck?
So Mysterio, before we go, so are you gonna answer? Would you answer the question?
How many times a week?
Yeah,
Bruh.
I'm just curious as a man if I'm doing it wrong.
A good amount, bro. More than fucking like
Every
7,
day?
8.
Every day?
Yeah.
So every day, yeah. So they say that you should try to go 3. That's supposed to be the time that it makes for your body to reproduce all those
3
things that
days?
you want. Testosterone, I guess.
Every 3 days.
Yeah, so
No,
that's
no.
like they
Is
did
it
a
every 2
study.
days?
They did a study, and it seems like a 3-day mark is good. So I've been trying it. I will let you know how it goes. I think tomorrow's my 3rd day. I can't wait.
Are
Well,
you recording your own data?
No, but I am kind of paying attention to how I feel. And I'm gonna tell you what.
You were dragging today.
This first 48. The first day, I don't think I even paid attention to it. The second day, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't do that thing. And I was like, okay. I got a little sinus infection right now, a little shit going on. But besides that, I don't know, man. You're supposed to do it for 3 weeks. It's called Semen Retention. It's a real thing. I'm not trying to be funny. It's a dead ass question.
I will look that up. I'll tell you what. This is a thing that I read years ago. Not that many years ago. Michelle and I have been together, but that actually for prostate health, you're supposed to have 20 orgasms. A man is supposed to have 20 orgasms a month for prostate health. So that's a hell of a lot more than once every 3 days.
Yeah, it's about every 2?
That's
Day
like
and a half?
2 out of 3 days.
Damn.
So
Yeah, it's too much.
Even if you got to do it yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about sex.
Michelle and I
Trust
tried to
me.
do that, you know.
I'm just talking about
Oh, you're not talking about sex. Oh,
just
man, I thought you were talking
ejaculation.
about sex.
Damn, you have sex 7 to 8 times a week, bruh? God damn.
No, I'm not. I wasn't saying that. I was saying I thought you was like.
Oh.
I thought you was throwing all that shit in there together. I'm like, the fuck.
Yeah, just basically not letting it leave your body.
So not letting the semen leave your body.
Yeah, for 3 days. And then release 3 days, release 3 days. You're supposed to do it 3 times. And it's supposed to show like one hell of an improvement in energy level and stuff.
That's crazy.
It kind of makes sense scientifically. Right?
I'm gonna
Release
put
how
a
many
reminder
times
on my
in that
calendar.
day?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Put that on the Google calendar.
Release
All
how
right,
many times that particular day.
Yeah, I'm in a mix up right now. It's like, so if I wait till after midnight, am I in my 3rd day or is it 72 hours? You know what I'm saying?
If you wait after midnight, I would think it'd be into your 3rd day.
Yeah, I was going to just go as far as I can. Like see how far I could go.
This fucking guy, bro.
Anyways, y'all ready to wrap this shit up? You got anything to put out, Mysterio and whatnot? It should be Mysterio and whatnot.
Nah. What are we thinking about the topics for next week?
I don't know. Why don't you come up with one? Because him and I, about fucking 2:30 every goddamn Wednesday on the phone, struggling to see what we're gonna talk
I
about.
always forget, man. I get so fucking busy during the week, and
I forget what day it is.
Yeah.
But Jason, you come up. Mysterio, you come up with a topic. You should just put your real name on the screen at some point.
I don't care, bro. I'm fine with that. That's what I thought we was doing. Like,
dude, let me tell you, before we go, I'm going to tell you a quick story about your Facebook name. So he didn't want a lot of people to know he's on Facebook. So he's on Facebook, but it's his name, first and last name spelt backwards, right? Yeah. So I'm not going to say the last name, but his first name, instead of, it would say, what is it? How you say it? Nosage? Nosage. So, like, no Saj for you? Nosage.
No Saj for you.
So, I'm telling you, dude, I got his friend request why I would have accepted it with not knowing really who it was. And your profile picture wasn't like clear, you know, it wasn't like a picture of your face. And I accepted the friend request. And for about 3 months, he was commenting on my shit. And I was like, who the fuck is this Nasof guy? Like, I had no idea who he fucking really was for like the first 2 or 3 months. Finally, you know what happened? I went up there and you posted a picture and tagged me in it. And I was like, what the fuck? This guy knows me? And it's a picture of me and you. I did not know it was you. So that shit worked. And why did I accept it? I don't know.
That's
But
hilarious.
maybe I saw your face and you changed the profile. And about a year later, I said, why is he using that fake ass name? I don't understand. Is that his real name? And he just told us his real name was. She was like, it's his name backwards. So I went another year without even realizing it was your name backwards. Like, who's this Najaf guy? Nazaf. What is it?
No Saj.
No Saj. No Saj.
Yo, it's funny because there are people who will literally call me No Saj in public. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you do realize that
That's not really my name.
Wait till they find out what your new name is.
Yeah, people will be like, what the fuck, bro? It's funny. It's funny as shit.
Oh, because only people that know you from Facebook.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, fellas, listen, man. Y'all have a good night.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
That's so great. I'm not going to do it to you, Scott, I swear. All right, Scotty, we got through another one. Episode 15 is in the books.
All right, let me ask you a quick question. Did we get any hate mail, or should we just only touch on that if we do get some?
No, but what I wanted, damn it, I wish you said that earlier. I did not get a hate mail, but I did get a text message. Damn, I think it was about Jason. I don't know where my phone is. No, we did not get any more hate mail. That's why I think that thing was like a computer generated. I don't know. I want that guy to email us back. I want him to come on the show.
You know what? He should get one of those like voice changers and do like a little silhouette thing, like he's in the, the witness protection.
We got so into everything. I just looked over and there was 27 comments that I never saw because I was on the wrong page. TJ said this episode is better to watch versus being a part of it. See, he's just throwing in our face so much mudslinging. Scott, get the vaccine. What?
TJ was upset about me when I was talking about guns and shit. He said I'm 100% wrong on that one.
Yeah, the text message. Look, Scott getting heated over a non-topic. No, Scott doesn't get heated over he wasn't getting heated over the non-topic. He doesn't like not having a topic, right? You want to stay on pace because you may or may not have done your homework.
I may or may not have, but it's like, God, how many times do we got to talk about
I wish I could
vaccines
remember
and masks?
I wish I could find my phone and remember that text message. It was pretty funny, but it was just a one-liner. It was about him. I think it was one of the cotton picking lines. I think it was something about the cotton picking, which is hilarious.
All right. That's 2
right.
hours, man. Almost 2 hours.
You want to go? Really? Oh, an hour and 54. What did we talk about? We didn't even stay on topic. Give the fuck. Get the fuck out of here. It's my fucking show. Hey, shout out to TJ Bell, Frank Spencer. We'll be back next week. Oh, damn, we missed so many good comments. We suck. Damn. Shout out to Keith McCartney, Frank Spencer, TJ Bell. Of course, Scott motherfucking Hicks. Aaron Michelle for coming on. Mickey Wright. Shout out to Aaron for coming on. I wish I really knew her last name. I don't like saying the Aaron Michelle. Sounds like I'm Aaron Michelle. Get over here. Yeah, but thank y'all for coming out. Good show. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.